G'day guys, and welcome to my round one wrap up video. Ended up scoring 2014. Not the best start, but definitely probably not the worst, to be honest. So ranked 20,095. But yeah, a lot can change over the next, the first 5 or 6 weeks. So it's always good not to get yourself too fucking razzed up about the first round. But the last 3 or 4 years that I've been doing it, or ever since I've been doing it, I'm notorious for just having a bad start. So I'm used to it, but I am happy enough with this. If I'm being honest, it could have been worse. So obviously we've got the Row and Danger situation. There's a lot of teams that had both of them, and a lot of teams that might only have one each. So we'll talk about that. I might even do a separate video tomorrow on that and talk about potential replacements for those guys. So, but yeah, we'll jump into the team and we'll have a look. So back line for me was pretty, I'm not complaining too much about it, to be honest. Obviously, I made the Cox Kaczynski muck up. I had a couple of mates' birthdays over the weekend, and we had an Airbnb booked away. So I didn't watch any footy apart from Thursday night, and didn't do didn't change anything. Like whatever it was set Thursday, that's how it stayed all weekend. Didn't check any footy scores, didn't check any Supercoach or nothing until yesterday when I got home. So Jake Lloyd 98. You'll take a 98 every day of the week. I'm not too worried about that. Not too worried about that pick. So he will. I'm more than confident he'll continue to score well, and he'll have these big games. So I'm not worried about Jake Lloyd at all. Roulette 102. Very happy with that. Again, I didn't watch the game. Adelaide, from what I'm hearing and what I sort of looked up yesterday, just really, really dominated Geelong and had a great sort of game. So led in the midfield there, doing his thing, 102, take that every week. I'm sort of expecting him to average that 105 mark. And I'll take 102 every week. Short 100. That's the only game I watched was the Richmond Carlton game, and I haven't really watched a lot of short. And I'd heard about him, and I've got a mate who's a Richmond supporter that backs him hard, and when I picked him, I was kind of thinking to myself, gee, I haven't done any research on this guy. And I'm sort of just going off the whim of other people. But for his price, I rated it. And after watching him Thursday night, I'm convinced. I think his ball usage on him, his kicking is one of the best in the comp. Honestly, he is watching him kick the footy is like art. It's so good to watch. So, I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be a fine pick. Clark, 80. Out of a mid-pricer, that's what you want. You'll take them. If you can make 50 to 100k off him, I'd be very happy with that. Be able to downgrade into a rookie that comes along. Cox, 33. I think I got him in. There's a few rookies I got in sort of Thursday night before the game started, just because more rookies were being named, and I knew I was going to be away and wouldn't really be checking in on it. And so I wanted to sort of make sure I had rookies Thursday night. I got Cox in, paid up for him a bit. It was probably a pick between him and Butts. It was either. I think Butts scored a bit better, but we'll probably have him on the bench maybe, because I don't know. It's hard with rookies, but anyway, that's how we went. Highmore 60. I was actually home yesterday and was able to watch a bit of the the GWS St Kilda game, and he looks pretty solid. So hopefully he can keep pumping out 60s and even a bit higher, would be unreal. And then Cozzy on the pine for 53. Expect him to be a bit of a slow burner. And then the midfield, which is kind of where we start getting let down a bit. Neil, 77. You paid a hefty price tag for him, and 77 is definitely not going to cut it. But I picked Neil fully expecting that, I could see him dropping his 120k price. All he has to do is have another couple games like this. But going into the Sydney game, I was had in the back of my mind that he was potential to score low, just because last year they kept him to his lowest score, I'm pretty sure as well. But I'm not too worried about this pick. I'm pretty confident he'll get back to what he's good at. I'm expecting those big scores again and to score consistently higher. I'm actually very much considering chucking the VC on him this Friday. He plays Geelong. Geelong won't tag, and he's pretty consistent against the Cats. So, and they're coming off a loss. They'll want to bounce back. They'll come at Geelong with everything they've got, and he'll be fired up. So, not worried about the pick. Expected him to drop a fair chunk of money, but you could have easily, if you have started without Neil, you'd be loving this, because you're very likely to pick him up down the track for a lot cheaper than what we started him with. But it is what it is, and I expect that to change a fair bit. Oliver 122, gotta love that. I think he was like, in all the preseason videos I did, I think he didn't move once from my team. Durable, young, gets a lot of it. He'll be my team for a lot of years to come. Jack McRae, 118. Very happy with this pick. He's just very consistent. He's just a Supercoach king, to be honest. So I'm not worried about him. I think he'll get some more. He'll play, get like centre bounces. He'll keep doing his thing. Even out on a wing, he can score. So happy with Jack McRae. Cripper, this one hurts me a bit. He was on 63 at half time. He was having a great game. I think at halftime he was at 17 possessions at 100%. Couple tackles, some good marks. He ended on 27 or something and a point. I felt like he could have been scored a bit higher. He did give away a free kick, I suppose, but it's concerning. It's very concerning. I fully backed him in to just be back to his kind of best this season, which he had a great game Thursday night. I'm not at all in any way saying he had a bad game. He just didn't score what I thought his game kind of proven. I remember at half time I was messaging a couple of mates of the Carlton supporters. I'm like, Cripps Brownlow. Like he looked, that first half, watching him, I was just like, yeah, this is the man. Second half he played down forward a bit, which didn't make sense to me because it was a close game. Like it was a really good game, that Richmond-Carlton game. I know Richmond blew it out in the last 5 minutes, but I just thought, yeah, he should have been around the ball a bit more, but 88 is concerning. If he scores around this again this week, I will genuinely have to think about trading him, because he'll lose money. And after the Thursday night game, when I was thinking about, if he keeps these low scores up, my first thought was, I might palm him off to Rao if Rao plays all right this week. But you know what happened there. So, and then the rookies would come in. Bruin didn't have a touch in the first half, or he might have one, I think. So he brought it back with a 48. So happy with that. Power 53, Berry 59, Goulden 139. So look, rookie roulette is just pure luck. Like I said, I brought these guys in Thursday, set them. I got Jordan in last minute. Just sort of chucked emergency on him. Didn't even think about any field placement or nothing. So I got lucky with the Goulden pick. I'd say Jordan will probably stay on the field. I'll either put, it might be Bruin on the bench maybe, or I think it'll be Bruin. Maybe Powell. He didn't get a lot of midfield time, but I'll look into it more this week and make that call. But and then we've got McNeil and Scott on the bench. McNeil obviously didn't score too well. Didn't watch the game. I'm not sure what his job security is like. If he doesn't get played again, well, I've got a loophole option. Even though I've got Murray up there for that as well. So, but that's how it goes. And then rucks. I mean, look at that. You got a 140 on the bench. In no way, shape or form was I ever. Sorry about that. I've had this head flu for about a week. In no way, shape or form was I ever starting Flynn over Grundy or Gawn. Grundy 70, Gawn 93, and Gawn as captain too. That kills you. But I'm not panicking. I'm not panicking in any way with the Grundy picks. I'm pretty sure it was last year or the year before. It was nearly a very similar scoreline. I remember Grundy had maybe an 80 and Gawn was under 100 as well. And I remember everyone saying, oh, yeah, panicking, and then bang. They just went on to do what they do. So I'm not worried about it. I know I've seen a lot of people on Twitter and stuff thinking they might trade off one of these, put Flynn on ground, and then use their money elsewhere. I'm not going to tell you not to do that because you can do whatever you want, but you will not see me doing that. I'm not worried about it. It's round one. Everyone's just getting back in the swing of things. Yeah, if I'm 4 or 5 weeks in and these guys haven't scored a ton yet, yeah, then I might be considering something else. But right now, I'm all good. And then now we get into the forward line. Danger 92. Again, I didn't watch the game. My mate, who's a Cats fan, he was messaging me, and from what he was saying, he just wasn't. It just wasn't his game. Apparently, Adelaide were that much better than Geelong that a lot of Geelong players just didn't look like. The whole team just didn't really do their thing. So it's a credit to Adelaide, of course, for coming out and doing that. So look, at 92, you'd take it still. Of course, you'd take it, especially as a forward. But you know, he's looking at 3 weeks. Like realistically, 2, but a fair chance of 3. And it's just kind of hard to at the early part of the season, if you're really going for ranks and leagues and stuff, if you want to be aggressive, you've got to trade him. So I think I'll do another video tomorrow when I talk about that more. Right now I'm just going to recap this week, but he's probably the only trade I'll do. He will be the only trade I do this week. Wait for the tribunal. If it's only 2 weeks, like, there's a chance I'll hold him, but 3 weeks, yeah, you can't really do much of that. Hang on. Oh, fucking hell. I had this fucking head flu for a whole fucking week. But when Jeremy Cameron was a late hour, messaged me, mate. I said, oh, this is bad for Danger. I was like, he's going to play forward. He's not going to score well. And, yeah, so he did play a fair bit of forward from what I heard. Hopefully Jezza Cameron's back, because I feel like, well, it doesn't matter if Jezza Cameron's back because Danger won't be there, but I feel like with Jezza and Hawkins in the team, I genuinely feel like Danger will play more mid-time. And that was the reason behind the pick. But yeah, I think I originally had 5 mids, and then it was only like Dunkley and Martin, and then like these mid prices and rookies. But I went back to 4 mids and brought in the 3 forwards just for better structure, and because there was a lack of forward rookies as well. So I've got Dunkley 113, happy with that. I know there was talk in the pre-season. I remember their coach come out and said like, oh, if he's not in the best, he won't play or whatever. He's in their best. So yeah, I expect plenty of scores like this. And I definitely expect his lower scores not to be that low. Like, I don't expect 60s or 70s out of him. I feel like he'll probably still want to get traded at the end of the season, so he might be playing, you know, to kind of get his value up, make sure other teams are interested, even though they will be. So yeah, like the pick. And then Dusty. If you're a Richmond supporter, you would have loved every second of his game on Thursday night. Like I said, one of my good mates is Richmond. I was messaging him and I was just like, this bloke is so good to watch. I've said it a few times. I reckon he's one of the most clutch players I've ever seen. He just, when they need a goal, it's just him. He's just there. He just does it. No one can stop him. And he's genuinely primed for a second Brownlow. I think, because in the preseason he had one of the best preseasons he's ever had. I heard that like even Richmond people were telling him to just, you know, he's got to tone it back a notch. He's going too hard, rah rah rah. But if he's gonna play the same kind of role that he did that Thursday night, like if he's not playing as much forward, yeah, it's gonna be very. Like, he only needs 10 more games like that. He's got another Brownlow. So I'm glad I got him in. I was a little bit sceptical because I've said before he's a notorious slow starter, but after what I read about him in the preseason and stuff, and Richmond would be that fired up to get the 3-peat, like they would be the most raring team this season, and he'd just be loving every part of it. And 158, huge, and love that. Danaher 54. I didn't watch the game. I expect scores like this out of a key forward. I just hope that he's going to get his 90s, 100s, you know, every now and then, so that I can make some money off him. It's not Geelong this week, so we'll see. I'm not sure who would play on him, maybe Blitzarves, but I could see him kicking a bag this week. That's for damn sure. Paddy Dow, he had a good game, kicked a goal. I think he gave away a free kick or two, but you want a bit better than a 60, so hopefully we'll keep an eye on him, and hopefully the next few weeks he can score a bit better and make some money off him. And then Rowe, 104, again, it was just pure luck who I had on the field. I got Jones in because he was named, and I got Bergman as well. And I remember Thursday night thinking I'll put Bergman on the ground, and I was like, no, I'll just leave it as Rowe. So, yeah, got lucky there with the two, with Gordon and Rowe, but the rest of the, like Jordan, missed him, and obviously Flynn, but I mean, you're not going to, like, I'm not putting Flynn on the ground, but over these two, but he'll make some great money. What I need though is, what would have been perfect if I had maybe Treaky here, because you could swap him into there and I could upgrade him to a primo, so I'll have to figure that out. Some stage down the track, hopefully Treaky gets a game and I can downgrade a forward rookie to him. And yeah, but we'll figure that out down the track. But yeah, that's it for now. I'm just going to wait on the Dangerfield verdict. That'll be the only trade I do. I'll make another video, I reckon, tomorrow, just talking about good options for Danger, and then good options for Rao as well if you got Rao. But yeah, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.